Welcome one and all to another Overrated review. I am Bradley Overrated, and today we are reviewing Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is part of my Tomb Raider Week special in honor of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is coming out this Friday. And I gotta tell you, this game is excellent. Right off the bat, I loved this game. My wife beat it. I beat it. We beat it on the Xbox One. We beat it on the PlayStation 4. And now we're replaying it on the PlayStation 4. And I might have gotten this game on Steam. We're big Tomb Raider fans, so let's jump into this review and talk about this game. And for those of you that don't know, I just show a little bit of gameplay and discuss it and give it a letter grade at the end. So let's do it. And I just want to start out by saying Lara Croft, she's so pretty. She's just such a pretty lady. What can I say? I just think she's beautiful in her pixel form. And I think the graphics are stunning. The frame rate is great. And if you've ever played the original game, check out my review of that to get an idea, because this game is exactly like that, but it's better. They elevated everything. The map is better, the exploration's better, the crafting is more unique and significant and important. The combat is more fleshed out. I mean, everything about this game is screaming polish. Until, of course, you get the DLC content extra, like the expeditions and the manor, and those are okay, but then they included microtransactions in them, and then I get a little upset. So yes, Rise of the Tomb Raider, guys, has microtransactions. However, if you care to just play the single-player campaign like I do, you're not going to have to worry about them, so at least that's a bonus. I should also mention that the story does in fact continue off of the last game. I am still really disappointed though, because the story was kind of cliched again, and for a sequel I expect those improvements, and they didn't happen in the story aspects. And it was also kind of predictable. I don't want to spoil anything, which is why I'm not showing any cutscenes, because a lot of them will in fact spoil the game for you if you haven't played it. But it was disappointing that they didn't elevate that part of the experience. But, like I said, despite the story not necessarily being the next elevated thing, they did work hard and improve everything else about this game. The hunting even has been improved. There's more animals to hunt, there's more weapons and varieties to use. You can use fire arrows, exploding arrows, poison arrows. I mean, there's so many different types of arrows, and let's face it, the best thing to use in the game is, in fact, your bow and arrow. It makes you feel kind of like a bamf. So they've worked really hard to improve almost every aspect of this game, and it shows. It's something that I really appreciate from Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics. I should also mention that the tombs are more, and they are more fulfilling-esque. They're basically the same tombs that you got from the first game, but there's more of them, so therefore I conclude that it's better, because the more tombs, the more the game starts to feel like Tomb Raider. Now going forward, for Shadow of the Tomb Raider that comes out in 2 days, here are some things that I'm hoping for. I do hope that they expand the tombs a little bit more, make them more cohesive, more enveloped in the story, rather than just be sort of a side activity that they'd have for you. I would also hope that the world is a little bit more open. While this world is in fact more open in terms of compared to the first level, it's not a true open world. And while I don't need a sandbox S-type game, I would still like to see that expansion, even if it's just a little bit, as compared to this one. And that honestly sums up my review, so let's go over a few highlights. First of all, they added microtransactions, boo, and the story, it's kind of predictable and it doesn't really improve upon the whole series. I hope they improve that going forward. But I gotta say, when the combat feels better and the crafting's better, the hunting's better, the tombs are better, so many things in this game are better. I would argue in a lot of ways, especially if you're a critic, that this game is slightly better than the first one. However, I will point out that personally, as a gamer, I kind of like the first one a little bit more. It felt fresh again. Tomb Raider feels fresh, and I think that's the important thing to take when you go into these new ones as compared to the old ones. They're very similar to the Uncharted franchise, so if you like the Uncharted games, I do recommend trying these ones out as well, as they are really fun and very well done games. Alright guys, that ends my review of Rise of the Tomb Raider. I just wanted to say thank you very much for taking the time to check this out, and if you like what I'm doing here on this channel, click that subscribe button. Apparently it's something nice and important. Also, be sure to leave a like or dislike if you're really feeling it. I honestly don't care if you do, but if you wanted to, you're more than welcome to. And I will see you guys on the next Overrated review or Overrated video that I do. Have a great one, guys. I'm out like a trout. And here is my final score for Rise of the Tomb Raider.